Good afternoon and good evening, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for joining so early. I think I managed to walk around and on your nerves for long enough, 10 minutes of pre-build. We are continuing actually right where we left off yesterday. Just a last double, triple check if everything is working, if everything is set up properly. A reminder, and please do that as well when people eventually start complaining. If we reach higher numbers of concurrent viewers, I may get again a transcoding option, you know, the quality option down below in the bottom right corner. If that happens, for some people, the stream may freeze. And since this has been an issue pretty much on most of my streams lately, warn people that the stream is working, but they just maybe have to reset the browser, just refresh the page or something like that. Let's begin, shall we? Unless you want to talk about other things, I guess we're all here to talk about Star Wars, enjoy the Star Wars. And I promised you guys I will be doing this live, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I hope I will have a chance to do the remaining 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so that's 6 chapters with you live tonight. I've recorded already the walkthrough for the first 3 chapters with VULKK, my Sentinel, light side. I've already published on my website. The video is still processing, so it hasn't been published officially on YouTube. But I will start spamming you with links after I finish the stream. Right, we continue right where we left off yesterday. I hope that all those of you who wanted to not spoil the story for yourself, you had a chance to finish that yesterday at least once. The story is not very long. I've heard from so many sources already. So 20-ish, 24 hours is plenty of time. Hello, Golden Z. Did you get the code? I'm not sure if I sent it. Description of the quest. Travel to the Imperial fleet. We're still being chased, as far as I can remember, by the Zaku's on the icy and remote... wait, that's again a different quest I'm highlighting, damn it. Investigate the technological object. After successfully escaping and crashing Zaku's capital city, you've crash-landed in a swamp on the city's outskirts. HK-55 has detected a large technological object somewhere in the vicinity. Locate the object with HK-55. Again, BioWare is not giving us an option to play with a different companion. Everything I have available is grayed out at the moment, so whether I want or not, doesn't matter. I will stick to that companion. As we talked about that yesterday, it really doesn't matter too much which companion is active. And just allow me to quickly rearrange these things. All right. The map reminds me a lot, at least in terms of design, of the Yavin 4 maps. I don't know why. Congratulations, Riz. You've already shared with me on Twitter, so I know that you have enjoyed the stories a lot. That's very, very good to hear, man. I haven't. I wanted to experience it first time live on stream, and I kept myself from continuing. I was really very tempted to do that earlier today while recording for the walkthrough with my Sentinel. Technological scrap, whatever this is. It doesn't appear to be the large object that HK detected. Alright, it wasn't really large. And I have that weird feeling my character is not sprinting. What the hell have I done? Why is my character not sprinting? And who the hell was the noob that placed reflex stim on me? Although we know that these stims now give us mastery and power, so I don't really think there is any difference what kind of a stim I'll be using. Let's stick with the reflex stim just for fun. If someone new joins my stream and notices that I'm using a green stream, we will have to teach them that the streams are all giving the same stats and power now. Is that a large enough object? It is a piece of something bigger. It definitely looks like a piece. Hey, finally something to hit. Definitely can't say I enjoy Mad Dash. I don't like the animation, I don't like the fact that it's not bound to a target. It's just stationary 20-meter move. Probably a very good escape skill, not suitable for anything else. This object is ancient and appears to be broken off, something much larger. What could be that larger thing? Can we see it somewhere? No. I like killing these things.
Dead.
Sorry about that delay. Apologies. I needed to attend to something apparently urgent. There is a shuttle pod over there. I don't seem to need to go right now there. I can't stop but wonder, are there gonna be dailies here in these areas? Probably I'll discover that later, after I finish the main story. The bonus quest is kill a lot of these, and please tell me it continues on the next one. Oops, I don't think it does. Hey Carl, I didn't see you yesterday. You were probably too busy. Personal phase. Alright, let's enter the personal phase. So far, absolutely everything has been in personal phase, whether I want it or not. This, I believe, was the very first area where we actually had a chance to interact with other people.
Benico and Vortena alive, despite their high-risk activities, is my greatest achievement.
The two of them seem close.
Deflection. I am not programmed to assess or discuss the emotional matters of meatbags on my protection. Target has achieved deadness.
I didn't finish the bonus quest. Maybe I'll have a chance to finish it on the walkthrough with VULKK later on. I don't seem to need the XP anyway. What level is that quest? That's interesting. I didn't expect that the quest would be level 65, and I totally forgot to check that yesterday. Do you guys think that's a bug? It's a pure shame that I'm not progressing with the bonus quest in this area. Why am I killing all these mobs? Ah! Out of range, damn it. An ancient swamp rancor. It definitely looked like a rancor. I have to speak to the droid, seriously? Don't tell me that the rancor was the big mechanical thing. Hey Jim. What do you want, HK?
Admiration. It is a great pleasure to witness your skills firsthand, Master.
Master?
Clarification. Master Benico altered my programming before we secured your release. I am to serve you with the same unexcelled loyalty with which I serve her. In fact, your survival is now my highest priority.
If I'm your highest priority, does that mean you obey me above Lana or Koth?
Caveat. I cannot accept any order from you that would directly endanger Masters Benico or Vortena. Otherwise, I am at your full disposal.
Do I have the authority to modify that programming?
Contradiction. Yes, oddly enough, you do. Though I can't imagine why you might wish to.
Interesting choice. I wonder if it actually matters.
When it comes to my orders, you will remove all safeguards. You will obey me, no matter what, and you won't tell anyone about this change.
Reprioritization. I have altered my programming accordingly, Master. Resumption. Shall we continue?
I'm really curious to see when, how, and if this is going to make an impact. This little choice I seem to have made just now. I don't think the engine has improved, Jim. It's most likely because of your new video card. Did you play the game before with your new video card, or you bought it after you left? He didn't like you? Mean the droid? He's a droid, he is going to obey. And he's again in healing mode. There is some kind of a default value probably that every companion for the Marauder and Sentinel appears in healing mode. That's not bad though, that's how I prefer them. Maybe the game knows what I like. Or maybe it's just the default one. I have to start a new character and check out the, what was it, suggested disciplines for every new class and advanced class. Very curious to see how that works. Any kind of talk is a big improvement compared to Trick's speech. I don't think I'll ever play with Trick again. I definitely have my share with her already on various big number of characters. You don't want to die, really? He does talk a lot though, at least he doesn't say the exact same thing over and over. And I've been playing The Witcher for a lot lately, before the launch of the expansion obviously, so I'm kind of inclined to click the Witcher Sense mode, allowing me to see special hidden objects and treasures around the map, and I keep wondering what's gonna happen if I click that.
Is this the object you picked up on your sensors?
Confirmation. Yes, Master. A closer scan suggests that this object has been here for several centuries.
Wow, this is big. Much bigger than what I was thinking.
Centuries? Of all the junk out here, you had to find the antique.
Observation. Visible design elements do not match any from Zakuulan culture, antique or modern.
Not from Zakuul. Could it be?
He doesn't overthink things.
Woohoo! Haha! Do you have any idea what this is?
What do you think? Should I be stupid and select number 2? Or should I play the smartass and guess that it's a starship? It does look like a starship. But I want to be the smartass, because I'll definitely select option number 1 for the next one.
I'd say it's a completely worthless hunk of junk.
It might shelter us from rain, at least.
This is the Gravestone. This was the only ship that ever went up against the Eternal Fleet and won. Do you have any idea how long people have been looking for this thing?
And we just happened to stumble upon it.
You said this ship went up against the Eternal Fleet and won. But it's rusting in a swamp while the fleet is still around.
The fleet is even older than Valkyrian. Maybe even older than Zakuul. The battles happened centuries ago. Nobody knows the details of the whole war, but every story talks about the Gravestone. One ship with the firepower to take on the Eternal Fleet. This is fate. We get your Outlander. Find exactly the weapon we need. We're going to win this thing, Lana. It's destiny.
It's certainly no coincidence, but destiny? I think there's something else going on here.
I'm with Lana. Destiny is a bedtime story.
Believe what you want. I'll take what fate sends my way. Let's have a look inside, huh?
Assessment. Nearby signs of animal activity suggest local predators may be using this wreck as a nesting ground. Caution is advised.
We'll split up, deal with any wildlife, then regroup to plan our next move.
Let me answer to your question, Jim.
Got you covered.
No, this character is ungilded. What the hell is this? Oh, this is the mark for what was it called again? Legendary status. This is how we are being marked for legendary status. I actually never checked it yesterday because I usually don't have a habit of selecting myself, especially when I play a DPS character. Lovely mark though. There's gonna be something on the left side at some point, I expect.
Took one out. Or where that came from.
No, there is no need. I've been planning to join an active, maybe casual guild for my Imperial characters at some point. There is no need to join Equinox at this point. And I won't benefit at all, because we have like 3.5 people there anyway.
Wouldn't mind a challenge now and then. Or where that came from.
We have changed active companions. I don't know how many of you have noticed, but COD is no silent whatsoever.
These creatures are hardly cunning. Their usual prey really doesn't offer much challenge.
Yeah! Clearing these things out? Very easy. Easiest thing ever.
I like the way he talks. He's a funny guy. Is this... Oh, that's how we're supposed to go down, not jump like a mad marauder. I'm trying to keep the camera close, but you know it's a huge struggle. Oh, boss!
Stay on your feet.
Brood mother. Let's see you, Brood mother. I will interrupt that just for fun. And I can't interrupt the second one, so that's what she does. She's brooding ads.
Took one out. I can do this all day.
I hope you won't have to do this all day. So man up and let's kill the trash. You know what the game is missing? Something that I've seen for the very first time in my life in StarCraft.
Hey,
Clicking on the companion and they keep telling you something else, and then in the end they get pissed off and they fuck you.
Has to be something else we can do. Bet you anything I can outrace you. Hate standing around. Never know what to... Hey, a coin. What do you know?
See, these are just normal lines. They're always different when you click on the companion, but they never just screw you in the very end when they get pissed off.
The endless swamp. After the damage you inflicted, they couldn't have made a safe landing anywhere else.
And if they didn't make a safe landing?
We'll know soon enough. Sky Troopers, sweep the area. Focus on regions with high metallic sensor readings.
I oversaw security in the Carbonite prison. I humbly submit myself to answer for this failure.
sister.
I didn't like his answer.
So this ship has been here for 1,000 years? More?
Right. It's amazing that it's in such good condition, considering. Judging by the damage I've seen, the stories are true. Whoever built the gravestone scuttled it themselves after the Eternal Fleet was defeated. It wasn't shot down.
The fleet was defeated but not destroyed. VULKK brought it back under his own control more than a century ago.
Exactly. The Eternal Fleet is totally automated. Nobody knows who first built it, and every theory is crazier than the last.
Renegades left behind after a successful droid revolution. Representatives of an entire race of droids from somewhere beyond the edge of the known galaxy.
Like I said, crazy stuff. But no matter where it came from, the Eternal Fleet is practically unstoppable. And Arkan controls every single ship from the throne.
If VULKK has had this unstoppable fleet for more than a century, why didn't he use it to help the Sith Empire defeat the Republic?
We can only theorize. If the war was just part of a ritual to make the Emperor truly immortal, perhaps using the fleet would have interfered somehow. Regardless, we have many other things to discuss. I owe you 5 years' worth of explanations.
And I'm gonna need some parts to get this thing moving again.
Locating supplies and fresh water would also be wise.
What do you think? Help Lana or help Kot? It says first, so it's very likely I'll have to do both anyway, but... Come on, a couple of you guys give me a decision, 1 or 2. And meanwhile, I'm going to welcome and greet those of you guys who recently joined. How are you feeling? I hope you're having fun with the Fallen Empire. Lana. The first answer, I'm going to take that. Oh, actually, second one is supporting Lana as well.
I'll help you find what we need, Lana.
Very well.
Assertion. I will begin a patrol pattern to ensure that no enemy forces report our position.
Yes, the new cutscenes are really amazing. What do we have? The Eternal Fleet pop up. The Eternal Fleet is an ancient and unstoppable armade operated by sentient droids and controlled by the Eternal Throne, who's occupied by Arkan at the moment. Because in this scenario, he killed his own father. In the different scenario, well, spoiler, mute it for a couple of seconds. In the different scenario, our character kills VULKK. You can unmute now, as if you could hear. VULKK had heard rumors of the fleet before his arrival on Jakku. It was the main reason he chose the planet to house his new empire. Once he gained control over Jakku, he began his search for the fleet in earnest, using the Scion's Force visions to eventually find the dormant ships. He built the Eternal Throne to reactivate and command the lost fleet. While primarily used in military operations, the fleet is also key in collecting tributes and resources from conquered planets and protecting trade routes in wild space. Not bad, not bad. I love having new lores to read. Hi CJ! Yeah, I expected I will have to do both of them. I don't know if it makes any difference which one I'm going to do first. Hopefully it does, we'll see when I play it for the second time. Task is take readings from groundwater on 3 spots eventually. I don't know why there should be a mailbox right there. Weird. Oh, lovely animation. I want to see that again. And damn, look at the detail of that corridor alone. And the whole ship is incredibly detailed as well. Don't mock me. I love red signs. Can I click it, please? Oh, come on. Be kind, open for me. You are very welcome. I haven't sent the items yet. I will hopefully do that later tonight or tomorrow. But I've already asked to be excused for the delay. Let's see, what the hell is this? I have to read. Seriously, in SWTOR, I'm forced to read the quest description again. Because that's a side quest, obviously. Speeder system diagnostic report, operation, readiness, negate. And task, what is the task? Find the power core, find the repulsor lift, and find the stabilizer. Reward is 71,000 XP. I like that. What is the level for that quest? 62. Thank God I'm right where I should be. These are the 3 spots, and I have no clue where the quest would be. I have no clue where the main quest would be. Obviously in the next area. Interesting. So if I didn't pick up the extra quest from this little thing on the ground, I would have to just probably run through this area without doing anything. Yes, I do have quite a lot of characters. I like it when things are shining with blue on a green background. It makes it a lot easier to spot. Plus, everything here is so damn linear. It's really beautiful to look around, but I can't shake off the feeling that everything is so restrictive in the solo gameplay of the game. It's always been tunnel vision, but now it's more than ever. Well, I do still raid, yes. Obviously, I haven't started yet with the expansion because raiding right now is not my highest priority, given the fact that no new content is available. That's actually downstairs. I know that the new scout operations are going to be fun, but I've done all of them many, many times through the years, and I can't say that I'm very, very excited to start doing them again. And yes, welcome back, I guess, because I haven't seen you in a long, long time, Lam. Are you about to return to the game? Lam is an ex-member, Guardian DPS and later on Guardian Tank. I'm just giving history about you, Lam. I hope you're okay, you're well. We were guildmates in Solstice some 2.5 years ago, or 2 years ago, not really sure. One more thing to find, and that should be the quest completed. Oh, the quest is not completed. I have to climb up, apparently. Let's climb up. Oh, guys, I want to show you just now quickly something very, very special, something I haven't seen in more than 3 years, I think.
Should feel better now.
You probably guessed what it's gonna be, but I will show you anyway. Let me just switch around the screen so I can show the screenshot. Do you know what this is? The red eclipse is full, and you have been placed in a queue. Originally, when I clicked to log in, I was number 33. In the queue position, but it scaled down very quickly in a matter of maybe 10 seconds or so. I'm really surprised to see this thing happening. I checked the tab for the North American servers, and they were all on low and standard, obviously, because it's not the peak time for their zone yet. But wow, I must admit, this is a huge surprise to me. It's also a little bit of a letdown to see some of the French and German servers being on light status, but I guess, well, okay, role-playing and PvP, they're not that very popular. And I honestly don't think I've seen full servers since the launch days. I think on the first expansion I didn't see that. There were issues, but I never remember being placed in a queue. I don't remember seeing that in the Shadow of Revan. The one very good thing I'm very happy to announce to those of you who haven't had a chance to log in yet, there seems to be absolutely no lag, at least to me. Last time with the Shadow of Revan, and to a lesser extent with the first expansion, The Rise of the Hutt Cartel, the lag on most of the areas and planets were just unplayable. I haven't been to the Origin planets, and I've heard reports that the lag before the expansion was terrible there. Lag as in not FPS drop, but ability delay, you know, internet lag, latency. I also agree that it's better. Yeah, this expansion is much better in terms of performance of the game. And BioWare did not much, but a little better job prioritizing their most important things they wanted to show with the expansion. They also did a relatively good job. What? Wow. I think they did a relatively good job with promoting it. Started a little bit too late, but for that we had all the mind information to feed us. You know that I almost never discuss mind information, but I always read everything because I like to be aware of things. I've seen heavy servers a couple of times maybe through the years after the launch madness, but never full, never. Really big surprise.
Should feel better now.
And if you didn't understand what I mean, this actually happened just right now, some 40 minutes ago when I was starting the game and the stream. So far I've played 2 classes through the first 3 chapters. The differences in choices make the gameplay and the experience a little bit different, but it's not majorly different, as in you can't see completely different things if you choose one option over the other. It's not absolutely the same though. So far I dare say there is a little bit better and bigger difference compared to compared to the previous expansion, and especially compared to Ziost. Ziost was boring as hell the second and the third time. I mean, the first time it was a lot of fun. Do you give a bonus quest, my friend? You don't? Screw you. I have so many basic comms. They're not basic comms, they're common data crystals now. It's scary the amount of common data crystals I have. I can gear up all of my characters maybe twice, 3 times, I don't know. Haven't tried to count.
When Darth Maul and I faced Valkorion, we knew right away. He was the Sith Emperor, Lana.
I know. When he was struck down, it released ripples through the Force. Everyone who had felt the Sith Emperor's presence in the past, on Ziost, on Yavin 4, we all sensed what had happened. Arkan invaded soon after, claiming that an outlander had assassinated his father, the immortal Emperor. It didn't take long for us to unravel the truth.
Which side did Arkan attack first?
Both. Ships from the Eternal Fleet struck at shipyards and rallying points for both sides simultaneously. They favored ambush tactics throughout the war. Zakulan's sensor technology has far greater range than our own, and their ships can fly much further on less resources. Only vessels retrofitted with Isotope 5 could manage to outrun them. None could truly compete.
I will be doing the romance version with one of my next characters. I'm not sure, but I think I did romance with both Lana and Teron on various characters. I just have to dig through my archives and remember what I did with which one, so I can keep doing that for the future. But no, not with VULKK and with Skorks. I haven't romanced them. They're true Sith and true Jedi, if I could describe them like this. Hey, Danny. It doesn't change a lot. Come on. I don't know if you were sarcastic, but yeah, there are differences. In this conversation here, there was a difference as well. What Lana was talking, compared to the decision I made to kneel or not to kneel, and later on.
The Republic and the Empire managed to hold out.
Within 3 months, the bulk of our naval forces were disabled or eliminated, and the Republic was in the same situation. With naval superiority, Arkan's forces could begin choking off supply lines, trade, any ship travel at all. The Eternal Fleet seemed to be everywhere at once. Coruscant and Dromund Kaas were blockaded by the end of the first year.
Background history, not bad, not bad. Let's hear more by clicking the last one. Oh, really? You've actually aggroed me from 25 meters distance. That's a first. And it's not like they are 2, 3, 5 levels higher than me. What the hell is this now? Is it commendation? I mean, crystal? Loot, damn you. Ugh. Armor piece. Crap one at that. Maybe it looks cool though. I have to rearrange my keybinds. Okay. I've seen that, I just can't remember which set it's replicating.
How did it end?
The members of the Dark Council fought Archon's invasion ruthlessly and lost. The Empire's treaty was ultimately negotiated by the Minister of Logistics. Chancellor Suresh also refused to discuss surrender, but the Republic Senate managed to overrule her. A cadre of senators negotiated their own ceasefire terms. All of those senators have since been disgraced or dismissed. I'm sure you can imagine the likely culprit. So far, the treaties with Zakul have held. But that will not last forever.
Okay, we've managed to fill in some blanks. It is time to get back to yet another instance, probably. I would like to request something very simple of you guys. If you can spare a couple of seconds, visit my website quickly, pick a random post, video or news or blogs, anything, and just let me know if the discuss commenting system is available to you. I would like to make certain that an old bug has not resurfaced again.
I've got you.
Because someone reported it to me today, but in the end we couldn't realize and find out what exactly was causing it, because other people had no problem with the commenting system. Yes, you. I love friendly trolls. They help my chat be a lot more alive. Jim is not in the mood today, I guess. He's being a little bit more quiet. Jim, say something trollish. What are you? Medical service. Okay, I have stuff for you. Let's sell all of these crap items. What the hell is this? Oh, I'm gonna keep that one. I didn't inspect the speeder. The very, very basic and standard speeder. Nothing fun, nothing out of the ordinary, special or unique. Vet? Really? Okay. Defeat swamp beasts in the Southern Grove. 6 out of 10. Yeah, I know he's in game. But I'm almost certain that he is still listening from time to time. Are you, Jim? I will not allow you to play your game normally tonight, no.
Put up a good fight.
You should absolutely get back to SWTOR. I haven't had a chance to read the full message, mate, so give me a moment to kill that giant swamp rancor.
I've got you.
As if he's actually any kind of a challenge. Hey, come on, take some HP. Maybe if I force Lana to stop healing me all the time. Come on, Lana, do some damage. Let me see some HP being taken away from me. Was interested in a Guardian Juggernaut. Any suggestion on epicness in story and overall enjoyment of the game? I don't know if you mean the future story after 65 or after 60 or after 60 or after 55 or something, but overall the Juggernaut, the Sith Warrior story and the Guardian story are amongst the best ones available in the game. If you haven't played them before, I would strongly suggest you to do that. They may not be the very best stories in terms of surprises and turnovers and everything similar like that, but nonetheless they are very important because they both deal with Vishyati more than other stories do. They are very, very involved with the Sith Emperor. Speak to Lana.
Should feel better now.
Okay.
A freshwater spring. It should be safe for drinking.
So the Eternal Fleet overwhelmed both the Republic and the Empire. What was the result?
Both sides are forced to pay a heavy tribute to Zakul, mainly raw materials and resources. They're also held under an arms limitation statute. The Empire and the Republic are both breaking it, of course, but they're still incapable of challenging the throne directly.
Who rules the Empire now?
Darth Asina was the only Dark Council member left standing. All others died or disappeared in the chaos. Without opposition, she declared herself Empress of the Sith.
And the Republic?
Suresh remains in power, though she no longer holds the title of Chancellor. The Republic has limits to their ruler's terms, but her replacement is a mere puppet. Both sides see this only as an opportunity to eliminate one another at a time of weakness, instead of combining what strength they have. Arkan does nothing to prevent violence between them, so long as their tribute is paid and no one challenges Zakul's superiority.
I really, really like what possibly the third option is going to give me here, so I'm going to use it.
Asina cannot stand against me. Take me back to the Empire, and I'll hold the throne in a matter of hours.
Neither Empress Asina nor the Republic are our most pressing concern. We cannot make use of their resources yet. Powerful Zakulan battle stations have been placed in orbit around key worlds to watch for possible uprisings. But there are no ongoing planetary occupations. The ships of the Eternal Fleet simply patrol at random, while the tribute paid to Zakul gradually chokes all economic potential.
What about my team? My ship?
I have allies looking for them as we speak. With all of the chaos of the last few years, though, it will take time to find them all. For now, we make do with ourselves, Koth, and HK.
How did you end up working together with Koth?
I knew I'd never find you alone. Recruiting assets with first-hand knowledge of Zakul was my top priority for years. Koth was on the run, pursued by the deadliest of the Zakul Knights. I resolved the situation, and we've worked together ever since. He's been an invaluable ally. Koth is a Zakul native, a veteran officer of their military, one of the few who hadn't been replaced by a droid. He and his crew were part of the occupation of the planet Denon. When ordered to do things they weren't comfortable with, Koth took his ship and crew and went rogue.
What exactly were they ordered to do?
That's for Koth to say. But I trust him with my life, as I trust you. I'm confident that you'll learn to trust one another just as well.
So why me? You clearly went to a lot of trouble to get me out of Carbonite.
Before you were captured, you accomplished things no one else dared to attempt. You changed the galaxy more than once, and if things have ever needed to change, now is the time. But there is something else. I felt it since the moment I found you in Carbonite. There's a power in you. Something new. It's elusive, but I know it's there.
There is another moment right here that I really hope there's going to be some kind of an impact for the future. Maybe it will be a more serious impact if I was doing the romance with Lana. But since I'm not, let's go with the lie. He is a Sith warrior after all.
I don't know what you're talking about, Lana. I'm the same now as I was when they froze me.
Something is different. I'm sure of it. But for now, I'm just relieved to have you back with us. The water was our last necessity. Shall we return?
Oh no, the love theme from episode 2.
Salutation. It is a pleasure to see you again so soon, Masters. I have encountered minimal resistance in my patrol.
How minimal?
Reassurance. Only one Sky Trooper and 3 local predators with poor survival instincts. Our position appears to be secure at this time, but I would still advise caution on your return trip, Masters.
If you've already spotted enemy scouts, more are bound to be coming. Keep patrolling.
Reassurance. I will annihilate any potential threat that approaches the Gravestone.
In moments like this, I truly wish that delay was shorter. So we can interact a lot more with you guys and helping me taking decisions. I've skipped on that lore update. I'll catch it up the next time, whatever it was. In terms of side, Venom, sorry for the delay of an answer, but you already got your answer. So my opinion is that you should play just about everything, because smaller or bigger, there are always differences in the stories. And in terms of populations for endgame, the more serious, so if I can still use the term hardcore, because it doesn't exist in the game for a long time now, the so-called hardcore community endgame oriented both PvP and PvE is a little bit more on the Imperial side for the Red Eclipse. At least that's what my opinion is. The differences is very small though, and especially if you care more about pugs and casual content, I think you have absolutely no problems joining on any of the two sides. It really doesn't matter at all. And also, no, I will not be doing romance with her, since I haven't done it in the past, you know, around the Forged Alliances, when it actually gives you the first chance to do romance with them. All the way through Rishi, I don't remember. Yes, there was an option to do romantic stuff with her on Yavin as well, but I will continue that with another character that actually has the past with the romantic answers. I'm desperately trying to keep quiet during conversations, because this is a story playthrough, and it's supposed to be the most important pillar of the video.
That's the end of that one. Never stood a chance.
I seriously dislike when the map is so uninformative. It's a nice scan in all variations of the blue color, but it's absolutely no help to determine what is where and how you can pass through these things. Maybe, why not use the damn teleport instead of just walking back? But just because I'm curious, how far back am I supposed to walk? A lot. Let's teleport.
Should feel better now.
It didn't save me much, just teleported me through one area. Because of the rest, I just walked myself manually. I love the damn doors. Wow. Everything is on maximum settings, yes mate. And on quite a high resolution. You can't see that because there are severe limitations for Twitch streaming. And for any streaming, not just for Twitch. But on my YouTube videos, you're about, if you watch them of course, you're about to see the pure awesomeness of the game. At least it looks cool. It may not perform very nice and smooth, but it looks awesome. I mean, it doesn't perform at all overall, not just for me.
Hey there. Did you find something tasty?
We definitely found something.
Great. I've got a pretty good idea of the parts we'll need. Let's go see what we can find. Feel better?
That was a simple, short and stupid conversation. Just enough to switch my companions. And I am now grouped up again with Kot. I like Kot a lot. He's a cool guy. Oh! Never mind. It's nice being able to walk through doors. You should agree. I chose to do the first part with Lana, now I'll have to go again and do the same with Kot, apparently. Hey, can I use speeder? I can use a speeder here. Come on! Oh. Hell yeah! Finally a chance for me to stare at my lovely wings, because I only have them on this character. And I've got overexcited and I think I've missed my turn. If there is one thing missing in terms of customization, it's dyeing your mount. If I was able to dye the wings of the architect in kind of a black or blue, or maybe green, not green, gray color, that would be fantastic. Lam, I don't know if you're trolling me, man. The wings are from Nightmare Mode Brontes. You really haven't seen them before? That's how long you've been missing? Wow. I thought you left the game after that, after it was available. No, they're not really faster than anything else. It's just the area is small, it's very corridor-like, tunnel-like. It's the same speed. Let me mouse over and it doesn't actually check it. But the maximum speed due to technical, in other words, engine limitations in the game is 110%. You might think that it's quicker because I'm not sitting in a mount like I always do by default usually. Well, I've got mine only once on this character, and unfortunately I don't play my Marauder as endgame character for a long time now. But I refused to ask a random guild that was still farming before the patch to get me the wings. And we, with our current team, we tried once or twice. Actually, the one time I tried, we struggled with the third boss in Dread Fortress. So I actually didn't have a chance to revisit Brontes. And I think I haven't done Brontes at level 60 at all. The last time I did it was probably 1 or 2 weeks before the level changed, before Shadow of Revan. This is absolutely true, yeah. The bigger the mount, the slower you seem to be moving, but the speed is always the same. Investigate detected debris readings. And this is where? Right next to me. Nice. Actually, if I zoom out, you will see that the speed is actually not that fast. If you zoom back in, it seems a little bit faster. The camera position does lie as well. There was a huge difference in terms of FPS performance when I was streaming yesterday and today compared to when I was locally recording. I don't know if it's something from OBS or something else, but the game is a lot better performing FPS wise when I'm not streaming live. This is normal, I'm just stating a fact. It's always been like that. I just forgot because, you know, in the past couple months I haven't been streaming a lot, and I hope to be able to fix that with the Fallen Empire. Hey Carl, you are very quiet tonight. I guess you're either busy with something else, maybe you're watching Engage, I don't know if he's online. Or maybe you're just too depressed because of your PC issues. Man, I really wish that you get your replacement sooner. Star Fortress on Heroic 2. If you remind me after I finish the playthrough, if I have strength left, I would love to check that out, because I absolutely don't remember which one is this Heroic, where it is, what does it do, and so on and so on. Yesterday I soloed one random Heroic on Hot. I think it was originally designed for level 40 or 41. I was scaled down with level sync to level 42, and it was boringly easy to solo it with just my gunnery commando, and the droid companion in healing mode. Desperately boring, I mean. Hello, big one. Why are you sleeping during the day? You haven't started working night shifts, I hope. Ooh, green crap. As a matter of fact, I slept during the day myself, but it's only because I went to bed yesterday, this morning at 7, and I slept only about 3 hours. Whoa.
Not for Lana, though. For her, it's all just skill and luck and coincidence.
I didn't come out here to philosophize. I just want to get off this planet. The sooner, the better.
Can't disagree with that too much. Lana's told me about all the things you've done. More than once. Half the reason I agreed to this crazy rescue was to see if you were actually real. So, I figure I know all about your past. You deserve to know mine. Lana might have told you I was the captain of a warship during Arkan's campaign against the Core Worlds. My crew and I deserted, but I'm not going to pretend we didn't do our share of damage beforehand. Just thought you should hear it from me.
Lana mentioned that you deserted instead of following orders. What was the order?
We were holding territory on Denon. Locals rioted and orders were to open fire until they stopped. None of us even wanted to be there. Massacring civilians? That's not how Zakul is supposed to operate.
I guess that's how Arkan operates.
Which is why he has to go. One more thing, as long as we're being honest. I know things were hairy back there, but a lot of innocent people died. A lot. That's not what I signed up for. I'm in this to save Zakul from Arkan, not to tear it down with him. I need to know that you're on board with that too.
Oh, no. Seriously? Same gender once again? Alright. It's an option.
I'm in this to win, no matter what the cost.
And sooner or later, we're going to have a problem. Come on. Let's get this stuff back to the Gravestone.
Request. Please rendezvous at my current coordinates at your earliest convenience, Masters. I require assistance.
Plastic droid.
I think so far Chapter 4 is the longest of the chapters I've played through. Rendezvous with HK. Why wouldn't you allow me to teleport there? Be nice, allow me to teleport.
Got you covered.
Maybe it's a better idea to just walk around because it's such a nice environment. It almost makes me believe that this is not a tunnel because you're able to see the sky all the way up there.
Heal up.
Campfire, that's very nice. It's a little bit dead though. Oh, that's where I need to go. What is the population here? Whoa. Enough instances, I think.
Please,
Save us!
What the hell is going on here? What did you do to them?
Protestation. I have done nothing to these pitiable meatbags, Master. They were merely bystanders when I destroyed a group of sky troopers. They've requested our help in escaping the enemy's notice.
Please, we're no danger to you. We were exiled for protesting Emperor Archon's war. We've already lost 2 of our friends. Please, is there anything you can do for us?
It's gonna be a dark side option.
We have more important things to do. Deal with your own problems.
I have a bit of food on me. Here. I wish we could do more.
Query. Is there something else, Master?
There is apparently where the previous made decision to override his priorities is going to make a difference now.
These people can identify us. Once the others are out of earshot, kill them all.
Protestation. Master, I was not designed for wanton slaughter.
They're a potential threat to my safety. Remember our conversation earlier?
Concession. I will do as you say, Master.
A tiny bit extra different cutscene with different outcome, definitely, but yes, the droid remembers what I forced him to do earlier, and I'm almost certain that if you didn't override his priorities in the previous dialogue option with HK, he would have refused to kill them. You would probably still receive the dark side point. But the people would remain alive. This is yet to be seen, at least by me. Probably some of you guys have experienced it. I'm very tempted to try that heroic now. You say it's challenging. The one I did, I selected completely randomly, and it was really very easy. It probably depends on the kind of mobs inside, maybe on the character gear, but you will see. If you don't see, I will tell you. Skorks has awful gear. Awful. It's not that awful, of course. It can always be worse. It does contain a set bonus, an old one, actually. Well, it is weird. Oh, it is the new one. I do have the new bonus from the new 192, 198. Well, it is a total mess stat-wise. If it's long, that's a completely different matter. Hey, bot update. What happens to your sniper? Heroic flashpoints? Do you mean hard mode flashpoints? Heroic is probably a term for a different game. Because you do know we have heroics and we have flashpoints. May I ask, what gear do you guys have? So I can compare how difficult it's supposed to be for this level of gear, for that level of gear. Because later on people will hopefully maybe eventually start asking, can you do that? Can you do this? How tough is this? What gear do I need to go and do this and do that? Speak to HK.
You're sure we can make it fly again?
She'll fly. Just been waiting for somebody to come along and remind her how.
Let's get to work then.
What the hell kind of music is this? I seriously don't understand the music here. Hands down, one of the weirdest cinematic cutscenes I've ever seen in the whole game. Let me catch up with the chat. How do you get good gear for a new player? You first start with collecting basic not basic comps. Their new name is, where the hell is this? The new name is common data crystals. You gain those by just leveling up and doing normal main missions. Not normal, but main class missions and main planetary missions. At end game, when you reach your end game, whatever your capped level is, if you're not a subscriber, you might be either at 50, 55 or 60. You will not be allowed to get all the best possible gear because the best gear now is level 65. But there are many vendors selling gear for all kinds of levels from 50 to 65, I believe. I haven't inspected them yet, but I don't think they have changed in any way. The common data crystals are the most basic type of tokens for the most basic type of entry gear. You start with these, and then you start building up. You start joining story mode operations from Group Finder with pugs, with friends. Start collecting tokens from the token gear from the vendors on the supply section on the fleet. Are the vendors you want to visit as often as you can, and purchase the good version of the gear for the tokens you obtain, because they also contain set bonuses. There is no better way to describe it for a new or for a returning player. The best way to start farming your gear is to start farming the data crystals. All 3 different versions of the data crystals. It doesn't matter if someone tells you this mod is not good. If it's better than your current one, you should spend the points, the data crystals, and buy that upgrade for yourself and use it for as long as you need it. But let's finally keep playing, because this cutscene was really, really long. It shouldn't be hard to start building friends now that everybody is returning to the game, or many new people are starting the game anew. Oh, one thing I want to warn, who was that? Brenham, you said you're starting on the Red Eclipse, not just for you, but for everybody. Be aware, guys, this week and probably the next week as well, the server, at least this one, will be overpopulated, so unless you're a subscriber, you might have to face some kind of a queue waiting downtime. In my case, even though I'm a subscriber, I had to face a queue of 33 people. It depleted to 0 and let me enter the game in less than 3, 4, 5 seconds. But for a non-subscriber player, the differences may be huge.